justice, peace, and prosperity. Right now, even as we gather tonight, our teams are engaged in intensive diplomacy to secure a ceasefire in Gaza, to protect all civilians, especially innocent women and children, and ensure the release of all hostages. This conflict is the key to wider stability in the region, from the West Bank to Yemen to Lebanon, and time is short. The people across the region are watching, not for words, but for outcomes. They are waiting to see if this moment brings that peace. They look at your incredible comeback, at your ability to bring together people of all faiths, and your arrival back at the White House with hope. Your message that the aid will be delivered, and perhaps that the political solution providing safety, justice, and security to all involved in the conflict can be reached. Mr. President, your involvement could catalyze a breakthrough where others have stalled, but only if done in concert with serious partners. Qatar brings the channels, the access, and the credibility. The United States brings power, leverage, and global weight. If we act together, we have a real shot at ending the bloodshed and restoring regional confidence. Mr. President, tonight we don't just mark a visit. We reaffirm a working alliance between two sovereign nations and a shared commitment between two leaders who believe peace comes from strength. Let this visit not just reinforce our alliance, but demonstrate that when leaders act, peace moves closer. Before your last election, you invited me to dinner at your lovely home at Mar-a-Lago. Presidents come and go. None of them could do it. This guy might just have the guts to get it done. President Trump, with God Almighty's protection, help us to keep promises, stand up to the truth, stay loyal to friends, and be true agents of peace. Thank you very much.
As I said in my address to the region last night in Saudi Arabia, the transformation that has taken place here in the Gulf with Gulf nations has been extraordinary, nothing less than extraordinary, as Qatar's development has been among the greatest of them all. Nobody's seen anything like it. Your country now stands as a hub of global commerce, diplomatic force on the world stage, and has even hosted the World Cup. People said, oh, the World Cup is going, and by the way, Johnny's here, so that's what he's got here. Congratulations, Johnny, because you're going to be with us next. He's coming to the United States, actually. Thank you. Great job you do, Johnny. The emir is building a stunning legacy of economic progress, engineering marvels, what I've seen is incredible, and cultural attainment that should make this entire nation so very, very proud. They are proud. Our friends that live here are so proud. You only have to look at the shimmering skyline of Doha or the beautiful waterfront promenade, which I just looked at a little while ago. There wasn't a tree out of place in this burden. To understand Qatar's amazing path to modernization and prosperity. And you've done it all while honoring your heritage. You've always stayed with your heritage. You haven't given it up, maintaining your culture, embracing your national traditions. To the emir, to the royal family, and to this entire nation, congratulations on a spectacular job. Well done. Congratulations, really something. As you can see from the extraordinary range of leaders and pioneers in this room, the biggest people on earth, the successful people, the most powerful people, everyone wants to come and witness what is happening right here. As president, I'm proud that our growing friendship is blossoming into a full-fledged economic and security partnership, as we've seen clearly on this trip. Because we're setting records on this trip, we're bringing a lot of investment back into the United States of America. It's coming back at levels never seen before. We've never seen anything like it. In 2 months, we've done more than anybody. I don't think there's anything. I don't think there's ever been anything close. And that means into any country. In addition to our agreement that will lead to the $1.2 trillion of economic activity before we can start about the Boeing deal and all of the other deals that we talked about today. We're pleased to supply your military with billions and billions of dollars in brand new equipment, and we're going to get a glimpse of some of it tomorrow morning at your military base, which is incredible, by the way. Earlier today, we were honored by the escort of 8 F-15s from your Air Force. And I will say that I asked the pilot, Air Force One, do we need them? And he gave me a bad answer. He said, well, I'd rather have them. That wasn't really the answer I was looking for. He said, no, this is just fun. This is just fun and games. He didn't say that. But here we are. But they are something. We're looking out the window. Everybody was amazed. It's a little disconcerting when you see a plane that goes 2,000 miles an hour. We're actually going 500 miles an hour as a straight of the plane. But you look at it, you can read the pilot's name on his helmet, and it's pretty close. But they were great pilots. And it's fitting that you have the mighty Falcon as a symbol of your nation, representing dignity and strength. That's what the Falcon represents. Our Qatari partners showed that spirit last weekend when you helped negotiate the release of the last living American hostage in Gaza, Edan Alexander. Hopefully this is a stepping stone for getting the rest of the hostages back. But that was something that you really did help us a lot. Steve, and Marco Rubio here. I want to thank you, Steve, Marco, Scott, Howard, everybody was involved. Put a lot of hostages back. They've all been involved. You're also working in Washington, D.C., they're great people, and we want to have this end peacefully, not horribly. So I just want to thank Your Highness for that act of help. We're really helping. We're helping the world. We're helping your country. Then we'll try and get it done. If we can, we're going to try and get it done. They have to move quickly. And I just hope Iran realizes what a good friend they have right here. And in a certain sense, I guess I'm a good friend, because a lot of people would rather have me take a much more harsh road. But I know that if we can avoid that road, that would be a great thing. I'd like to do that. This is an exciting time in America, as you know. It's really exciting. As you're hearing and seeing after years of recruiting shortfalls into the military enlistment, has now reached the highest point in probably history, but definitely 30 years, including for police and firefighters. But our military, we have the highest recruitment we've ever had. And just about a year ago, we read headlines that people weren't joining the military. We had a lot of empty spaces that we had to fill, and we weren't able to fill them. And it's a pretty great thing when just in a short period of time, just a little short period of time, we went from not having people wanting to serve in our military, Army, Air Force. Just think, the Army and the Air Force in particular, I don't know what was going on. Navy, Marines, how about Space Force, Coast Guard, all great, but we couldn't get them, and now we have waiting lists to get in. So something happened. And I'll tell you what happened. It was on November 5th, where I won on behalf of everyone. I won on behalf of the people with common sense, the people that want to have a great country, the people with strength and intelligence. I won all 7 swing states, the popular vote by millions and millions of votes, the electoral college 312 to 226. Remember, they were saying, well, he might get to 270. Well, we got to 275. We got to 312. We had a great day and a great evening. But very importantly, we were the counties throughout the United States, 2,660 to 451. That's why when you see the maps, they're all bright red, red meaning Republican. So that was really something. There's a spirit going on in our country that we haven't seen in many, many years. But from that moment on, our country is taking, as we think it's probably, Scott is here, and Howard's here, Comments. Secretary of Treasury Scott has been great. Howard's been great, but I think these numbers are maybe making them look better than they're supposed to be looking. Where are they? Howard, where are you in this? Howard, stand up, Howard. Now, where's Scott? Boy, you're not that far away. He's become a big story. You know, every time he goes on television, everything goes up. And sometimes they say, say it more forcefully, but he shouldn't do what I'm telling him. Because every time he goes, he's really considered one of the great gurus, one of the great geniuses in markets and understanding markets. And he does understand the market. And he also understands that we took on a terrible situation that was left to us by a prior administration. And within a short period of time, I think we're in great shape. I think we're one of the most, maybe the most talked about. We are the most talked about anywhere in the world. We're really, and this is in a short period of time. This is during really 100 days, a little more than 3 months. And let's say the first month doesn't count, because for the first month I wanted to fix up the old office, make it look really nice. So just in a couple of short months, we're taking in numbers that nobody ever thought possible. I don't think there's ever been anything like it in any country. And certainly there hasn't been another. So we'll be well over $10 trillion. And I want to thank Your Highness for helping with that number. It's a big contribution. But you know you can count on us, and you know that it's going to be a great investment for you. It's been a great investment over the years. So tonight, let us give thanks for the blessings of this friendship. We have a great friendship, our country and your country, added to by our friendship. And in keeping with the title of your national anthem, I want to wish peace to the emir and to all Qataris. Working together, we can help the entire region unlock its potential. Unbelievable potential here. Such a rich land. with something that's going to save maybe millions of lives. Because things like that get started and they get out of control. I've seen it over